Welcome to Blockbuster Bums. Kick back your recliner, crack open a beer, and let's talk movies. And today we'll be talking about Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines while Ray kills shit.
Oddly appropriate.
Um,
He was just terminated.
that being said, this obviously is the third installment in the Terminator series. We talked about 1 and 2 the last couple of weeks, and the same crew returns from said 1 and 2. Ray, Tom, and I are here, and AJ's back. Welcome back, AJ.
Thank you.
And that being said, I think we can get moving. Tom, what would you say was your initial reaction to the rewatch?
Honestly, initially, really enjoyed it. I don't know if it was because like watching all these like in really close sequential order is really helping a whole lot or what, but I, like I said, I remember as a child not really liking this one as much. But to be honest with you, I don't remember entirely why. Like I think I was just being a kid. But yeah, on the rewatch, definitely appreciated it more, and I definitely enjoyed parts of the storyline. So yeah.
Fair enough. AJ, what were your thoughts?
Similar to Tom, Terminator 2 is one of my all-time favorite movies. This is definitely a step down from Terminator 2, but much better than I remember it being from when it first came out. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Ray, how was your rewatch?
A really good Terminator movie. It was action packed from start to finish. A massively awesome upgrade to the new Terminator from the last two. The story was on point. Uh, to where it wasn't about John this time per se, but it was about the killing his lieutenants at first. Uh, the characters of both John and Kate from start to end was good progression in characterization. Uh, they started to get their asses in gear by the end and started to realize that the future was coming, and it's time to maybe be adults finally in their life. And this one I remember watching a lot as a kid, and I remember why I watched it as a kid after I watched this rewatch. So yeah, pretty good. Number 3 for the Terminator series.
Yeah, I think you all touched on most everything. I would say, I wasn't a huge fan of it as a kid. Again, I don't really remember why. I was just always remember saying, three's not that good." But I enjoyed it.
Because you're comparing it to two.
That may be true too. When you compare it to the first couple, I think it's hard.
Mhm.
But at the same time, they didn't go away from a lot of what worked for them in the first two movies. There's a lot of similarities again
No, they
when you
kept the
when you
tropes
look at.
rolling.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, absolutely.
like, which some I can appreciate. Like in all honesty, like, I do like that they can almost like make a joke of themselves about it.
Well, even the things they changed. Like let's talk about the very beginning of the movie. It's John Connor narrating, which in the last two movies was Sarah doing it. But in this movie, it's John, so it's the same thing. He's telling you what's going on, narrating. It's just we've just switched to
Yeah.
another character we already know.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting, and obviously John is an adult now. It's not like a child narration. It's an adult narration.
He's just on the run, around.
Obviously a new actor to play John because he's an adult now, not a 13-year-old or whatever he was in the last movie.
Yeah.
That deer was a bastard.
Yeah.
Like,
I said as big a gap as there was between movies, he probably was about the right age to play John Connor in this. But yeah, I don't know
what
why.
what was that dude's name? I can't remember.
The guy that played him in the second one, or the guy
Yeah.
that played him in this one.
The second one.
That's a good. I don't know. I can
It's
look,
a
though.
different name. I can't
Mm.
never remember it.
I just remember the haircut. Like,
Yeah.
they just.
And I remember him from
Edward Furlong.
Edward
Yeah.
Furlong. Yeah, because the only other movie I remember him from is like The Crow 4.
Oh yeah.
He's
That's a
in
deep-
American.
that's
He
a
was in
deep track.
American History X. He was in Pet
That's right.
Cemetery 2.
Oh, yeah.
Um, you said The Crow.
Yeah. It's that one with the chick in Van Wilder. She's in it too.
Mm. Anyway, yeah, I don't really know a ton about the guy. We also get our first female Terminator in this movie, with the TX model. Is that right?
Mhm.
And I think Ray touched on it in his opening. Pretty nice upgrades, I would say.
Awesome upgrades.
I mean, it can do pretty much everything
It's still in
the
the future, Ray. It's fine. Just give it 10 years.
Yeah.
Like,
they can pretty much do everything that the last one could do, the shape shifting and the absorbing the bullets and everything like that, but it also does a whole bunch more stuff.
Had hacking ability.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking primary weapon thing was awesome.
yeah.
Man, there was something else I can't remember, but it did
Switching
something
a
else.
flamethrower. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
what a choice. Like,
But yeah, it had some good ass weapons, and I was like, hell yeah, dude.
It was a pretty nice little upgrade.
the hacking ability by far is the biggest part of that.
It wasn't
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it wasn't just hacking, it was the fact that it could take over and make it
Yeah,
do
work
and
independent.
even when it was not connected anymore, it could operate any machine. It was like it was driving multiple cars at the same time, even though it was only in one of them. You know, I mean that's a pretty cool thing. Obviously, it took over Terminator, Arnold's Terminator at one point.
Yeah. But you also argue like she's the one that pretty much like made Skynet sentient as well,
Mm-hmm.
because she got there. So it's pretty much like is the timeline that they sent her back, like, and pretty much inevitably led to her hacking Skynet, which set the whole thing in motion anyway.
And that's crazy to think about when Skynet's already in flow in the future.
That's what I mean. Where's it? What different timeline do you want to go with?
I mean, the timeline's just all
Yeah,
messed
there's
up
like
anyways,
4
but
different
yeah.
timelines for this series.
I know. That's what's like. That's what I mean. Like so many different arguments. Like,
So when you first see Arnold's Terminator with John's initial reaction is, okay, which side are you on this time? Are you trying to kill me or are you trying to protect me? Like, do you think that played out to the audience? Was there a wonder at this point, or were you just like, he's not gonna try and kill him this time?
Yeah, I was like, he's good again.
no, you knew that he was good by how he dressed in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't
that-
think the audience would have questioned it. but-
Yeah, I mean, he put on the Elton John glasses.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
what I
was-
mean. Like it's like the
Yeah.
whole like trope thing. Yeah, and it's like the whole joke about going there and like you robbed a stripper pretty much and all that.
And
like, I mean, it's like it is. It's all meant to be like, all right, this isn't because he was the bad guy. You just would have slaughtered everybody. Like we
Yeah.
know that's what would have happened. So the fact that you didn't kill anybody or everything, you just like took the man's clothes and like, I don't like these. Taking this in your shotgun. Like,
Not gonna lie, I liked the look with the star sunglasses.
And let me say something about this bar real fast. What the hell was the gay dude doing in a redneck bar? Very out of character for both the bar with the rebel flags. I felt like that would have been a no-no for the bar.
he was a stripper, wasn't he? Talking about the guy
Yeah.
on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a stripper. It was ladies' night.
I don't know. He gave me the gay vibe there from
Oh, I'm sure he was gay. Well, but I mean, he was a stripper.
I don't know. It just threw me off because it's
Either
very
that
out
or
of
he
character.
was like the host or whatever, like the guy with the mic that like introduces the strippers.
No, he was a stripper.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It just threw me off because you had the rebel flags in the background,
Well,
so it's
they-
very out of character.
Bitches
for
don't
the
care,
bar.
man. They just want to see dangling.
I guess.
It's
Yeah.
like,
It's all about the money.
yeah, like. But no, yeah, that's how you knew that he was the good guy.
Yeah.
Because the bitch, all she said was like, "I like your car, like, I like your gun." Like, just
No, but I love the whole talk to the hand thing.
Oh,
Like when
yeah.
he says it again later, it just made me laugh. Like when he says it to the guy at the gas station, like talk to the hand, and the guy's
Yeah.
like, "What?"
I will say, I did think there was something different when he did the whole number 2 thing and looked for the keys.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
will say that's how I knew. I was like, all right, is it like the same captured model or another different one? And all that. That's
Really, it
like-
doesn't make any sense.
It
that he did
doesn't.
that, but
No.
you just roll with it. you
yeah,
know?
because I mean he says that was a different Terminator. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we know that because he
But that was
terminated
but
him.
that was one of the things to where like, it just leads you because like the software that he goes on to talk about, it's all based on just like the learning abilities. So it's like like I said, if one of them learns that in their software, does everybody in the Cyberdyne network learn it in their software?
I mean,
I mean,
it's true.
I'm sure they're sharing, you know, when they sync
Oh,
like
yeah.
we see later, like they sync up to the network and the
That's what I
network
mean.
downloads new information
Yeah.
into them. I'm sure that's happening with all of them whenever they have a chance to get new information.
Except the Terminator that learned that trick
It's
was
gone.
like melted, in 1992. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, and you just roll with it. It's for the audience. It's,
But
you know.
this is the one that I guess
Yeah.
kills John Connor.
That's right.
Like, he succeeds.
Yeah, and I think Ray mentioned earlier, like
He's hilarious.
we're not getting. I mean, obviously they try because he's there, but the TX's main mission isn't to kill John Connor; it's to kill his lieutenants.
Mhm.
And she's
That was a
and she's
side mission.
and she's fairly successful. Like she kills 3 or 4 of them at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drive
Yeah.
by in the fast food was nice.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. I mean, obviously, it becomes more of a John Connor and what's her name, Kate.
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 Yeah, Kate something.
So this is the first time you see a Terminator have a target and successfully kill them in any of
Yeah.
the movies.
Boom. Like,
Yeah.
That is true.
breaking barriers in the past.
I mean, I guess in the first one, he killed plenty of Sarah Connors,
That is true.
just not the correct
Yeah.
Sarah Connor.
Technicality and
count.
all. Like I said, he was just working on the phone book. Like this bitch had the internet. Like, just like,
We were talking about phone books. I think I think when we were doing number 1, and I was just at my grandpa's this last week, and he's like, I miss phone books, and I was like, I bet you do, Grandpa. I bet you do. But it made me think of the podcast because I was like, we just talked about phone books. He's like, because he wanted to. He's like, I haven't seen so and so in years. He's like, huh. I used to be able to just look people like that up in the phone book and call them, and I'm like, man. I'm sure. Yeah, I guess you could. Like,
you can do it on your phone now.
I
Like,
think there's still a whitepages.com. You
yeah,
can,
I'm
Yeah.
sure he's been doxxed in some way at this point in time, Grandpa. It's fine. Like, just
yeah,
like,
that's not Grandpa's jam. He's not Googling things.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we call it Facebook nowadays.
I mean, I feel bad for the one lieutenant, man. He was just his parents were out of town. He was having a party. The doorbell rang. He answered the door and took like a whole magazine full of bullets.
Yeah.
And his sister.
And his sister, yeah,
Very excessive.
rough. Yeah, the Terminators don't. When they shoot you, they shoot you repeatedly.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't take any chances.
Absolutely. We also find out that Sarah is dead.
Mhm.
She died of, when they say cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some sort of cancer. Yeah.
It kind of sucks for the timeline, but for that timeline anyway.
And it was like,
I think there's a little bit of irony since she got to witness a nuclear explosion in The Dream in the last one. Like,
Yeah.
and what did he say? 13 years ago? Didn't John say that when they were in the mausoleum?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think it was
like
that
when it was
long.
back. It's like when Arnold just corrected him, and he was like, "Nope, she was actually cremated in Mexico, and ashes
Yeah.
scattered here and here." Like, boom, this is a bunch of weapons. Like, just
Which was kind of awesome, actually.
which honestly he should have known.
Yeah.
Like, really,
There was a
like,
point of even doing that.
yeah, I was-
Unless she's counting on a Terminator showing up from
yeah, I
the
was gonna
future.
say John should
Somehow
just
having that
know.
knowledge that she didn't even give to John.
By the way, here's my other thing. I already have my opinion, but I'll ask you guys anyway. What's the likelihood a coffin stops bullets?
Yeah, I kind of thought that myself. Especially with him popping out in a hearse.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Unless they plan for that in Mexico too.
Yeah, we lined this coffin with lead.
Yeah.
She might have. She was crazy. Like,
A little bit, yes.
yeah.
You know how life is going to
I'm
bring
sure
to
she
you.
would date a lead
armor
miner to
proof
sneak
art.
some of that away. Like, just like
Speaking of the coffin scene, when they go in there and John freaks out because he busts open the wall and pulls the casket out, which ends up being full of weapons. But the psychiatrist is back.
Yeah.
Which
Say-
yeah, no, that was probably like I said, the like long running things I've liked so far.
Yeah.
He's made an appearance in each. I hope that continues.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting there talking to Kate because she's escaped at that point with the cops, and he's talking to her. Is she okay? And then he just sees.
Trying to explain that, like, yeah, no, that's a hallucination. Like, almost like he got, like what got him through, like seeing like in number two,
Mhm.
like what you saw just couldn't have been real and all that. Like,
And his white ass was jetting down the road.
And then the wall blows out of the mausoleum, and Terminator walks out, and he just takes off running. Like,
hey, yeah, it's a smart thing to do. Like,
And he does make at least one more appearance. I don't know if it's one or two, but at least makes
Does he?
one more.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah, I don't think he appears in Salvation.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I haven't seen
But
anything.
hilarious if he did.
It would
Yeah.
be, yes.
He was one of John Connor's lieutenants, you know.
Or-
It's a missed opportunity.
we just
Good
we just
Lord,
see we just see a scene in Salvation where John Connor's laying on a couch, and he said the guy sitting at the desk is the psychiatrist.
Plot twist. Yeah.
Oh, Brewster, that's her last name.
Kate Bruce. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Terminator keeps saying, Catherine Brewster, I must
That's it,
protect
yeah.
you, or whatever he
Yeah.
says. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was the one that sent him back.
Yeah.
Yes, and he has to listen to her. That's one of the twists of the movie. That I'm not programmed to follow your orders when he's talking to John, and then later you find out he's programmed to follow Kate's orders, which is kind of an interesting twist.
Yeah. But when you're lovers and your lover's dead.
Well, that's the other twist too. Is Kate's John's wife in the future.
Which she seems so butthurt about.
She
Like,
does. Yeah, she's very like, what the hell? This guy's a loser. Why would I want to be with him?
I mean, she did find him doing drugs and all that and locked him in a cage and all in the beginning.
That's fair.
That's
That's
her
fair.
first kiss.
Yeah,
What's
that's,
the
also-
name's
that's
basement.
another thing. Like, what are the fucking odds? Yeah. Like,
It's because he had a motorbike back in the day, and she probably found that attractive.
man.
He was the bad boy, man.
Yeah.
He was a juvenile delinquent, according to her.
I mean, he could pull out money when he needed to.
By the way, speaking of John and Kate,
+8.
yeah, when they're in the back of the truck together and Arnold's driving, and he is trying to explain to her what's going on, he might possibly win the award for worst explanation in the history of explanations. Like, he does the worst job of explaining to her what's going on ever. Like, at the end of all that he says, I'm like, if I didn't know what was going on, I'd have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. Like, it's a terrible explanation. Like, he
Yeah.
doesn't even really explain what Terminator is.
Yeah, I think I kind of toned that out because, like, who's gonna fucking believe this anyway?
Well, I mean, you bang on the wall, he opens it up, he's like, tell her who I am. You saved the universe. Great. But last time you wanted to prove that he was real, you had him rip his arm off.
It's
Yeah.
not time for that yet.
You know-
Yeah, they went the extra way for Dyson. Like,
Like, I could get AJ to say all sorts of dumb shit if I, I'd be like, AJ, tell him how awesome I am. Like, and then AJ would be like, he's awesome. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of explanation is this?
Yeah, I mean, you still got like an hour and a half worth. I mean, he's
Eh.
probably thinking, let's let her tag along. She'll find out eventually.
And the way people just throw around the term Judgment Day, like, people should know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, that is.
I'm like, no, quit saying Judgment Day. Like, everybody knows what that means. It hasn't happened yet. Like, nobody knows what that term means.
my thing is, like I said, take it out of the context of the movie. I would just assume they're a religious fanatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody just ran around like Judgment Day is coming, like all this and that, I'm like, oh, you have lost. You are one street sign away from just like panhandling.
No.
Like, just, like-
Judgment Day is coming, and that guy's gonna save the world. Like
All right.
like that's what, but I would think you're like Colt. Like,
yeah,
just
yeah, you
like-
would. I mean, you wouldn't take anybody like that seriously.
fuck no.
But I think the proof would be like in all that, like she did just get chased by the semi with that crazy bitch. So
It's
like,
true. It's true.
So like I think like I was like, at least I know you guys aren't trying to kill me.
But
Like,
she honestly missed it all because she's in that enclosed back. So she
Yeah.
was just getting banged around and thrown around. She didn't actually see what was going on outside the truck.
It's regrettable because it was badass.
It was.
Like,
But no, I just couldn't get past that. I was like, John, dude, you're giving dudes a bad name. Like, they're going to make memes about you, about how terrible you are at explaining what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, your old lady is just completely confused, and I don't even blame her. Like, the best explanation she got was when she shot Arnold in the face and he spit the bullet out. I was like, now she understands more. Like, that's the best explanation you got.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, don't do that again. Yeah.
And this Arnold Terminator was more of an asshole than anything I've ever seen. He's just like, ugh, God damn it, I'm here against my will because they reprogrammed me.
Well, I mean,
I already got my
it was
mission
just
done.
such an uphill battle. He knew it, and the whole thing, like, it's like your whole job is basically to make sure these two humans fuck. Like, that's it. Like, it even said when there was like, no, it's like, I gotta get you as far away from possible. The only thing that got them back was because she like did some like linguistical gymnastics to trick him into going back to save her father, and then they happened to stumble upon like like the bunker mountain and shit, and then like, oh, let's go here.
Well, that was a good ploy by Arnold's Terminator, but at the same time, I think like he was always realistic about what he was doing. Like they're like, "Oh, we can defeat this Terminator." He's like, "I doubt it."
No, even so,
Like,
that's what I mean. It was just about saving those two just before Judgment Day and all that. It's like, you two just have to live. Like, everyone else, once these nukes go off, like, we can do something else. But, like, you two have to at least make it through that.
Right.
But
Which I guess what I'm asking is, as we're talking about it, did you guys? I mean, I know I'm asking you to think back because we'd all already seen it, but did you see the bunker just keeping them safe, not actually accomplishing anything when you first watched it?
No.
I didn't either. I didn't see it coming.
Definitely on my first viewing, I was expecting them to stop Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Me too. That's what I was thinking. Like, oh, they're gonna try and they're gonna get there and they're gonna stop it, or at least prolong it or whatever. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it to just be, oh, Judgment Day is gonna happen. You're just safe now.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of dust on them vehicles. I was like, this been here a long time.
I liked it that way, though. I like that it still happened.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it works. The Judgment Day happened. It works.
Well, because that's it goes back to kind of like what like the phrase he even talked about in the beginning, the whole like no fate, the phrase that his mom like echoed in the second one and all that. That pretty much like even with like I said, with the Terminator coming back even in this time, killing the lieutenants and all that doesn't matter because now they're still saved. Like those lieutenants just don't exist in this timeline now. Like we said, it's like you can't stop the main points of this from happening. You can only like alter little things along the way. Where it's like, yeah, like Judgment Day was always gonna happen. It's like, but if we didn't go to this mountain, they were already on their way south to Mexico somewhere, so still probably would have found another place to be safe.
Yeah.
It's like you two would have always made it in some fashion. It's just a matter of like which timeline are you in for it to happen.
Yep. Welcome to time travel. Do what you want. Little pebbles making ripples in the river.
Do what now?
So little pebbles making little ripples in the river.
Speaking of another interesting fact we find out in this movie that, you think about going forward is Arnold's Terminator tells John that I kill you in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your wife reprograms me and sends me back here. So kind of an interesting like little irony there.
Kind of like the RoboCop scenario. You're working and then they resurrect you to keep working after you're dead. You already got your mission done and they bring you back. Such a bummer. Working for the man.
I mean, I guess, we've been skipping all over the place, but I mean, pretty much the entire movie is just them running from the TX. I mean, it starts off at the pet store. She destroys pretty much the pet store. They go on that chase scene with the trucks and multiple vehicles and the cops and all that stuff. And every time you think they got away, like any other movie really, she shows back up eventually and they have another fight here, another fight there, another chase scene here. Arnold gets his ass kicked. You think Arnold's dead. She rips his head off and then reprograms him and then By the way, that scene where he's reprogrammed, she is chasing them, and she is, sucked up against the or that is pipe or whatever.
That little super collider.
Yeah, because they turn a big magnet on,
Yeah.
essentially. He he is an Arnold. Sorry, is like laying there trying to put himself back together, and she's reprogrammed him, and he can barely walk. She cuts herself away from that pipe. How does he beat her there?
I don't know. That's a good question.
If this movie has one major problem, it's plot holes like that.
Yeah,
They're all over this movie. Like,
Yeah.
they just are. They don't address it. Like,
Nope, you can just assume that because he hung out with John, he knows the route that John would take. Like, yep, just AI. Like, the old T-800.
So
maybe she's
T850.
controlling him,
Yeah,
walking
reliable.
there the entire time she's stuck on the thing, right? So
yeah, I guess
I
that's true.
guess
Wow.
whatever you want to fill in there.
I guess another thing we haven't discussed is, at the end of the last one, into 2, you think Skynet's done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think it's all destroyed and they can't happen. But obviously Skynet is back because Judgment Day happens at the end of this movie. And they don't give you a super, super in-depth explanation, but essentially our military creates it this time instead of a company finding a part of a robot and recreating tech with it.
Yeah.
You get the military created it to try and protect us, and obviously it turns on us and takes over the world.
Because it's self-aware. And it's
So-
inevitable.
So do you think that's like, I think that's a more realistic option than the first one. Our military creating an artificial intelligence is supposed, kind of like Iron Man. I'm
Right.
creating this to protect us, and then it decides you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it follows the path. It's always the private sector, and then the government grabs it, just like cyber.
I mean, they would have been working together.
yeah,
to do
it's
it,
one of
yeah.
those. Yeah, but it's like but let's be honest, private. Yeah, Cyberdyne. Well, there's always a Cyberdyne before like a government entity steps in, and we're just gonna rebrand what you've done. Like,
Here's another one of my. I'm coming across like there's so many things I dislike about this movie, but I enjoyed the movie for the most part. But here's another thing, and I realize he becomes a badass later, but I'm just gonna say this, and because I think it's true. Sarah did a terrible fucking job of training her son.
Yeah, definitely.
He is not well trained. He's not that good in a fight. He's not. He's kind of worthless in this movie for big portions of it.
For the most part, yeah.
Like if he didn't know about what's happening in the future, he'd probably be completely worthless in this movie. And he can pretty much handle a gun. That's his only uses in this movie. Like Terminator has to do a bunch of stuff. Even the girl has to do stuff for him at points because he's essentially.
Well, in the fucking vet clinic, she fucking took him over very easily
Yeah.
because he had a paintball gun on him.
Yes.
What kind of fucking
I
weapon
mean,
is that?
But his whole story arc was that way, even to the point like in the mausoleum, like the whole point where Arnold had to like rally him up in order for him to like
Yeah.
get the fight. Is like, come on, man, like the point that they even put that kind of like thing in there, like just shows you that like they really screwed the pooch on his character on this.
They really did. Like 12-year-old John Connor could have kicked his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Like,
I think that's one of the reasons
Different
I didn't
timeline.
like it. originally. Like thinking now back, I think there's two things I didn't like about it when I was younger. One, John Connor, the characterization is terrible.
Yep.
And two, I didn't like that the whole like message of Terminator 2 was the no fate. And then they go from no fate, but what we make to Judgment Day is inevitable and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And I didn't like that. But it doesn't, bother me as much now. But I think that's why I didn't like it back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. That's kind of the case here. And I think you're really kind of when you see John Connor as he's an adult now.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're just kind of expecting him to be a badass.
yeah, like a
It-
Jack Reacher type character.
So he went from like 12 to probably what, 20, with Sarah
You
being
are-
in
yeah.
his life and being his mom, and she just was like, "Oh, go be you and be a pansy." Like I just don't see that.
I mean, you could maybe make the argument that she assumed they stopped Judgment Day, so she wanted him to live a more normal life, but then she hid all the weapons in her
Yes,
casket, so that's not even
exactly.
true.
Exactly.
Right, so,
yeah,
yeah.
she obviously didn't think it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming training didn't stop.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think that's why when they did the TV show, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, they disregarded 3 and just followed 2 all the way to the
oh,
end.
I didn't.
Oh,
watch
really?
those.
Yeah,
I never watched that.
it's really good.
Yeah. Look those up.
Okay, so here's another one for you. This is a callback, more for you two. I mean, AJ, you can obviously talk on it, but you guys I know have watched it fairly recently. You remember Goldfinger's lair, where he killed all the gangsters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did the bunker not look almost identical to it?
pretty close.
I was like, is this the set? I was like, is this the Goldfinger lair set?
I think it's because it's because in this was like I said, there was dusty and dirt everywhere. Everything where I think that was supposed to be made it look like a cave, but I know what you mean. Like, yeah, like
It was like
that
go
is funny.
go back and look at that scene, and then go back and look at Goldfinger's lair. I'm sure you can pull them up on YouTube. Like it's pretty eerie. I think I was like, that is Goldfinger's lair. John Connor hid from the nukes in Goldfinger's lair.
I mean, it's probably pretty close to 60s era.
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
here's-
yeah, you could definitely say it was made for their Cold War bunker.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right,
here's the real
everything in
question
there,
though:
yeah.
is did Bond survive Judgment Day? I mean, that's the real question now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Scotland forever.
He might have been shaken, not stirred, but yeah, probably.
Yeah, like,
Fair enough. Fair enough. I will say I liked the fight scene in the bunker, like on the outskirts of the bunker, like not actually in the bunker, but like when they're trying to get into the bunker with the passwords and everything, and then the TX shows up, and then Arnold shows up, and there's the fight. And by the way, this one bothered me too. It's not important, so it doesn't matter to the actual plot of the movie, but when Arnold goes to hold the giant door up, he lays down and bench presses it instead of just grabbing it and holding it up like a deadlift.
Oh,
And I was like,
Yeah.
why? Why would you do that?
use a bro lift.
Yeah, a bro lift,
That's
yeah.
what we're doing. Like, that's what you could grab the bitch later on. Just like pull her down. Like,
Yep, yep. No, it was a pretty nice fight scene. And John decides to lay under the door with Arnold and like have this epic
Yeah, that's
scene with
fucking
them, and
hell.
I'm like, dude, he's gonna drop the door on
Yeah.
you and you're gonna
Well,
die.
A little bit of me thought I was like, no, he's got to like. I knew he had to live. But I was like, wouldn't it be funny if like, oh, this is the Terminator that killed you, and this is still the Terminator that killed you. Just, he killed you in this timeline because your sentimental ass is talking under the door. Like,
Yes.
and that's how he
Yes.
died in the other one because he was too sentimental. Got killed.
Yeah.
haha. Kate thought she wrote.
Yeah, I was like, joke's on you, Kate. Like now
I
you're
got
alone in a
your
bunker.
ass.
What the fuck are you gonna do? Like,
By the way, I'm trying to remember back. Arnold's Terminator tells them that their children are very important to the Resistance, but he doesn't really tell us how. Correct?
Right.
Well,
He just
I don't-
makes the comment.
Yeah, I don't think we ever do find out. That plot's never discovered.
yeah, at that point, those two were still just hung up about it being each other.
Yeah. Fair enough. And, spoiler alert, Judgment Day happens.
Yes.
The bombs go off. And what do they say? 300 million people are vaporized instantly. Isn't that what they said?
Something like
that
that.
probably
Yeah.
sounds about right. I mean, that's a lot of rockets going across that map.
It's kind of interesting when everybody's calling into the bunker, you assume silos, like missile silos, calling in going, we've lost control. Is anybody there? And he's like, I'm John Connor. And they're like, well, who's in charge there, Connor? And he's like, I am. Like,
Okay, like, who's gonna say you're not at this point?
yeah, I was gonna say, like, a lot of good it does. You're in charge. I mean,
Yeah.
He is
what do
in
you?
command of that bunker. He's not
Yeah,
That is
lying.
true.
I was like, this,
That
this
is
is
true.
my fort, like, or so you can fuck off, like,
Yeah.
I have the codes, like, and the book, like,
Well, the comical ending would have been Kate pushing him out of the way and be like, "I'm in charge."
Yeah, my dad was the general.
Yeah. Fall in line, bitch.
and she was pretty much in charge the whole movie anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
So, was she just a vet tech? Is that what she was?
Yeah. Like assistant or something. Yeah.
yeah, because like, yes,
Cause
yes,
they
that
ta-
one bitch brought her cat in or everything. Like, she's like, "Where's the doctor?" It's like, "It's 4 in the morning. He's not here." Whatever the fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna assume that vet techs don't make nearly enough money to be getting called in at 4 o'clock in the morning.
No.
No.
Also, if there's an emergency that needs someone at 4 in the morning, vet tech's probably not the person to respond to that.
It's probably also true.
That's besides
Mhm.
the point, I guess.
But she knows what a hairball sounds like.
Yeah, your punk ass cat's gonna die because I'm not coming in
Yeah.
at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, this is also Los Angeles, so I'm sure there's mandatory PETA stuff going on.
I mean, a lot of vet places have emergency
Yeah.
lines. Like even my vet in Palmyra,
The one
had-
here does.
has an emergency line you can call. But like, and I've actually called it once,
Mhm.
and but like,
Got told the fuck off.
not first off, not at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It was like 9 o'clock at night, and second off, like my dog was literally dying, and he did die. So it wasn't like I was like, nothing.
Wasn't a false alarm.
It wasn't my cat had a hairball. Like
Yeah.
I'd punch somebody in the face, man. You call me at 4 o'clock in the morning, your cat's got a hairball. I'm gonna
I'd be
break your
pissed.
nose.
Yeah.
I mean, what's yeah, she?
Well, I mean, she got what she
The
deserved.
question
I
is,
guess.
did the Terminator kill the cat too?
That's
I
an
don't know.
interesting question.
Because we know she killed that bitch, but did she kill the cat?
Deep dive.
Yeah, that's what people want to know, Ray. Because this will show that the Terminator has humanity or not.
For those who are interested,
if
maybe.
She, like,
I don't pay attention to the cat.
if she let the cat live, then there's hope.
I'm gonna go out on a limb though and say that cat died. I mean,
There's a
half
lot of collateral.
half the building collapsed.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say the cat might not have made it.
If
I
anything
forgot
made it out
about
of that
the
building.
building. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything
And there was
made it
also
out of
some
that building,
dogs in cages in there that probably didn't make it.
I
Oh
bet
yeah,
the cat
I guarantee
did.
that. I just know
guarantee
you hear
the
the
cat
guns
did.
like it's like, hey, it's this bitch and her cat, and she shoot the cat too. Like,
I don't think she shot the cat. No.
Be a waste of ammo.
you're
Not unless
Terminator.
it-
What do you care?
Not unless
Hey
it
man, you
peed on
you
her
watch
foot.
Your hand's a cannon.
you've watched Men in Black. Some people are just scared of cats, man. Or Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Like
yeah, the flurgan.
well, gents, is there anything else you want to bring up about the movie while we're talking about it?
Mm,
I think so.
let's see.
Now Ray's got his papers out.
Ray takes
I'm not
notes.
quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, shut the fuck up.
At least
Thank
she's
you.
honest. She's of no help.
Uh,
Like,
She's been doing that a lot lately.
I know. Just listening in, it's fucking Skynet all over again. Fucking Amazon. But no, the only thing I got is I didn't know why they didn't have a file over from 2 where continued John's kind of tech savviness. He had that device and he's kind of tech kind of savvy kind of stuff. Nothing.
He's like I said, he's kind of useless in this movie.
Yeah.
Completely useless.
Yeah. Like he knows how to shoot a gun, and he knows what's happening in the future. That's his only 2 real skills.
Yeah.
He even freezes up at one point, and the chick has to take the gun from him and shoot the Terminator for him.
well, even like I said, the very last line, he like even hesitates to say, like, it's like, dude, you know this. Like, you've been told this your whole life. Like, you're in charge now. Like, it happened. Like, congratulations. This is your moment. Like,
Oh, and then the other upgrade I forgot was the instant DNA test with the tongue.
yeah.
Oh
that
yeah,
was- yeah,
that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's John. And what's the other one? Oh, and then what's the glass ball thing that they time travel into?
Oh, it's,
Yeah, because
Oh,
what's the point of being naked at that part if you're just encased
The-
into a big ball of glass?
well, I guess no, that's so like
Well, that
what,
was just like some plastic that like melted and bubbled out.
Yeah,
because of the
it
heat.
was
I don't know.
more so they could send like more and more like they could essentially send other stuff back now.
Yeah, I think it was they've upgraded their system
Yeah.
to like they're better and more proficient at sending things.
Yeah, before
And
it was
I
all
think you're
organic.
naked because it burns everything off of you.
Yeah, it can't be.
Oh, like clothes?
It can't be
Oh,
anything that's
okay.
non-organic.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay. Yeah,
Like
that makes
that's the
sense.
thing. But it's like now she's coming back and it's like the machine and nanos like to a point and everything where it's just she has to
Yeah.
be in
Yeah,
shell and everything.
Yeah, I didn't think about the clothes thing.
Yeah, well, the last two bad Terminators create their own clothes, so we don't have to deal with them having to find clothes. They just create it on their themselves. But yeah, Arnold's Terminators keep having to go find clothes.
Well, he initially, once again, remember we had to look it up, but yeah, the T2 he shows up in a pod,
Yeah.
so it's the same thing. We just got to see it this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, because then he initially had to kill old boy and everything.
Well, they also like in the second one they show like a hole where it was. They don't show. I don't think
There's like
they
an
show it.
energy bubble. Kind
Yeah.
of thing.
They show
Right.
they show the aftermath and everything. But like here, we'd actually get to kind of like see it. Like
Mm-hmm.
let's see the bigger budget, like we were talking about. Well, hey, can do more, see more now, AJ. Like,
I don't think we talked about that last time. Like, was the budget bigger for this one than for the second one, or was the gap so big they're like, I don't know.
I'm sure the budget had to have been. I really remember that semi scene being a huge fucking deal in Hollywood. Like I do remember watching like the making of, and there being like a whole documentary on that scene just going down the street and everything, the way it was shot.
I mean, that might have been the first time they used that little Hollywood highway that they got though too.
Oh, they almost doubled the budget of Terminator 2 for Terminator 3.
Oh, see,
It's not all about money, I guess.
there it
I mean, it was
goes.
nonstop action for like 2 hours.
It was. There was a lot of action, and
That was
that-
a long
that-
chase scene.
that truck chase
It
scene
was,
probably would have
yeah.
been expensive as hell. Yeah.
I mean, that fucking crane fucking took out like a fucking 2
Tink,
blocks
Yeah.
or
that-
more, you know?
I mean, she was going down the road with the turn sideways.
Yeah, took out that whole like it looked like a car dealership, but it wasn't.
Spare no expense.
Okay, John Hammond.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything else for us to go over. Shall we move on to the second segment here, gentlemen?
The
Yeah.
Terminator.
Terminator.
Yeah.
All right.
First one up, we have the TA-850.
So we have a new Arnold.
New Arnold.
I'll say this. What was this Arnold more impressive than any other Arnold?
Yeah, really.
Like what did he do that nobody else that the other Arnolds didn't do?
He had 2 nuclear bombs in his chest.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is true. He had 2 nuclear bombs in his chest. That's a very good point, AJ.
Man,
He knew where the keys were. In the
And he took them out and used them like a weapon.
yeah.
Well, he just got rid of it because it was damaged.
Well, that one, the other one, he shoved in the other Terminator.
He just-
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So do we give this one the leg up because of that, or no?
Ooh, I don't know. Does the power cell make him a liability or more powerful because he can use it as a weapon? Because if we're looking at it that way, the 800 didn't have a power cell. You had to worry about damaging and becoming a small nuke.
That's also true. Yeah, I mean that could also be a negative. You're right,
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah, I think it's more of a liability because he almost killed all 3 of them in that truck.
Well, that's
He
true.
really did downplay.
He
that
was very
explosion.
calm
He didn't
about
have
it,
a
but he
pocket
did.
knife.
Like,
Yeah.
I do remember enjoying that as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit! Like, and then he just looked at her like, "Be quiet," like, or like, "Calm down." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they do come across pretty cultish. Like, just like,
All right, well, let's just start at the end here, guys. Is the 850 better than the T1?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like T1 better than 850.
Why?
Because, I don't know. Heftier, probably more armored, double the weapons, has no personality.
Well, the T1 does make another appearance in this movie, and we see it for the second time.
Yeah.
Actually, we see a few of them in this movie.
yeah.
Can take out multiple targets at once. Not as easy to get ambushed.
I will say, the useless John Connor holds his own against a bunch of T1s. So how badass are they?
That's true.
Well,
That's
and
true.
the 850 rips them apart like just with his hands.
That's true. He does rip them
He
apart.
kills them with their own Gatling gun. Like,
Eh,
no, that was a real thing that happened.
I know.
Yeah, he took out two of them almost simultaneously.
Yeah.
We all seen it. Like at least
Okay.
in this timeline.
I'll give you that one.
All right, so now that we've established that, now we're back to the 800 versus the 850.
No, I'm not taking him over the 800.
Tom, you've been kind of quiet about this. What do you think?
I almost want to give it to the 850 just because since it is an infiltration unit, why wouldn't you just have it get close enough to the targets and self-destruct if they're all just mini nuclear bombs?
So what
Like,
powered the 800 if it didn't have these cells in it?
hey, all I know is that wasn't a thing they had to worry about. Like for all we know, they did power the 850 or the 800.
That's true. Like I said, this movie's full of plot holes.
Yeah.
So, like,
But we may not actually know what the cell was and everything until this one. All I know is what's given to me so far.
but you would think if the 800 had two of those things, the hydraulic press would have ruptured it.
Oh, there would have been an issue.
You know what I
Like,
mean? Like-
yeah. So yeah.
But
Like,
again,
That's
that's
true, yeah.
plot holes all over the shop. So
where do you think?
Okay, so I just looked it up. The difference between them is the 800 has one, has a nuclear cell. The 850 has two of them. That's the difference.
good to have a backup, I guess.
But
yeah.
bump.
So I mean, I guess he does take one out and throw it
Yeah.
out and still functions just fine. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking he has one and a backup because they don't.
Mhm.
He's not powered by both at the same time. I
I
assume.
would assume, yeah.
No, you'd have to probably drain one before it rotates over.
Bitch's mouth. Like,
So I'm gonna. I think because of that, I'm gonna have to vote for the 850
To go at 2?
to go at 2. Yes.
Okay.
It's exactly the same except as a backup power source. I mean,
Yeah.
that's strictly better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we all in agreement there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Now we move on to what, TX here, Ray?
TX, yeah.
I mean, I think it's obvious. I think the TX is number one right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a bad bitch, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, she really is.
Yeah, for real. I mean, for real.
Well, like I said, that it can be anything. It's no different than like I said, it's just like the 1000 just way better.
I mean, I do think the 1000 can do things that the TX can't. Like
Yeah.
pretend to be the floor.
Oh,
know,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Walk through prison bars. Just because the TX does have a metal chassis. But
Yeah.
I think having the weapon, being able to actually make
Yeah.
that weapon more than
The-
makes up for that.
The weapon and the
So-
hacking ability, man.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that-
The hacking ability is huge, too.
It
It
is,
really
yeah.
is. I mean, especially in, like,
This
the
time
later it
period,
gets, yeah, the more the time period goes in more advanced, like the more handy that would be. I mean,
Oh,
if it was 1991, it wouldn't be super handy.
yeah.
But in 2003, it's starting to get pretty handy by then.
And plus the DNA test. I mean, that's just
Yeah, the
kicker for
DNA
me.
testing's pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for this movie, though, right? It's
Yeah,
just
there's
those
only
two.
two. Yeah.
Those two models.
Because there's another 2 in the next one.
All right. Well, that's our rankings so far. We have 5 of them now, and that'll move us on to the movies. I mean, I'll let you guys talk if you want, but I think this is obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
third.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely 3.
I agree.
Yeah, I think from here on out it's just like I haven't seen any from here on out, so it's just a battle if it holds its own, like over the time. Like 'cause
I will
haven't
be
seen-
shocked if anything jumps into 1 or 2 at this point.
I would be totally shocked.
Like I
Yes.
said, I haven't seen all of them.
I have seen Salvation. I have not seen 5 and 6
Yeah.
myself.
Nothing's moving. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
So yeah, that was fairly obvious here, guys. 1, 2, 3 here.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we'll have some more discussion next week when we have another
Yeah.
movie to probably run up against 3.
Yeah.
But that being said, we appreciate you tuning in for this Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines episode. We would appreciate if you tune in next week for our Terminator Salvation, the 4th installment in the Terminator series. I'm going
It is-
to
yeah, it is good.
go out on a limb here and say you'll see the same 4 faces. show up for the fourth movie. And
bombs.
and thanks for tuning in to Blockbuster Bums.